So you want to be a streamer full time? I get asked that often behind the scenes when I finish my stream, and I have broken the sections down to about 6 main points, and I'm going to go over them. So to begin, you want to be a streamer full time. Point number one here is I hope you have enough time in your schedule between regular work and family life because streaming is like a second job, literally. You're going to be working an 8 or 9 hour job, sometimes a 10-hour job, and then you're going to be coming home and you're going to want to upload your video clips, your YouTube shorts, or whatever you do, and you're going to be doing video editing. So make sure you have the time. And if you're married and you have family life, make sure you have, like I said, the time, and make sure your spouse or your significant other is on board with it because it's going to take up a lot of your free time at the end. So, and you got to be realistic too on your goals. It's going to take 3 to 5 years for you to establish your brand, to get enough of a community to continuously return, and to also, monetize your channel and so forth. And also to have people, hang out and lurk and also talk in the channel for about I think it was every uh 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers or um followers, depending on what channel you use, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. You're only going to get about maybe 1 or 2 people that are actually going to chat in your chat. So then brings into another point of, are you going to stream on Twitch? Are you going to stream on YouTube? Up to you. And mostly Twitch is for gaming and stuff. YouTube is kind of like mainly like how to's and like, how do I change a setting inside of Windows? How do I work with OBS? How do I do this with Photoshop? How do I do this with Canva and so forth? So you're going to have to decide that up front. What channels you're going to use on, stream on. Another thing you need to decide on is a easy channel name for people to remember. And then if you can, go ahead and purchase that domain name from GoDaddy or whoever, domain registrars. So that's important because you can do a website for once you decide to open online shops and stuff like that. So point number two is, before you even start doing your first stream, what you should do is you should establish yourself on social media, meaning TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever else social media is used, and point them back to your channel. That way it helps develop your community base. And like I was saying, that will give you more time to develop your content. So don't necessarily go live, but go ahead and do your recordings and make your content out of your recordings. Plus, it'll give you practice talking all the time to pretty much no one, because when you first start out, you're not discovered. So you have to use the social media to get yourself discovered. And then once that's done, you can go live about 6 months after you've gotten yourself established on social media and your channel is established. But post YouTube clips, shorts, stuff like that, full videos and everything, just so your channel content gets into the YouTube algorithm or you get discovered more. That's the way that kind of works. Then pick a topic you want to stream. Pick a popular game if you're going to be like on Twitch or something like that. Fortnite's popular, Valorant's popular, Baldur's Gate 3 is popular. It's just the more popular games though are going to have more people streaming it, but there's going to be more people watching it. So, like, I know Helldivers 2 has got quite a few people on it, but it's going to come down to also to consistency. Have a schedule. Have a set schedule. For myself, I stream Baldur's Gate 3 on Saturday nights, Mountain Daylight Time at 7 p.m. on Twitch. And that goes back to what I said earlier is you need to make sure you leave time for yourself. So I'm going to be changing my schedule from Friday and Saturday to just Saturday so I can have some time to myself because work's gotten really crazy, my full-time job. I've been streaming for just under a year and a half now, and I'm just feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. So point number 3 is going to be you're going to have to learn software. Okay. You're going to have to either learn OBS, Restream, or Streamlabs. You're going to need to learn Canva, how to make YouTube videos and stuff. And I'll include links in the description below on how, not on how to do this, but the sites. They're really easy to use. One thing that's going to really, two things that are really going to save you a lot of time is Opus Clips. You can take a 2-hour video or 2-hour and 59-minute, because they have a limit of 3 hours, upload it to Opus Clips, and you'll get 35 to 40 30-second shorts. And that way you don't have to sit there and edit the video and spend all the remaining of your free time trying to create YouTube shorts and clips and stuff like that. So I'll leave a link for that. So you're going to need to learn software. It's not just I'm streaming and, you know, why am I not getting monetized? Well, it's like a full-time job. And you can ask any of these big-time streamers, Asmongold, Lucky Ghost, Emaru. You can ask any of them, XQC, and they'll tell you it's a full-time job, and that's all they do. And they have a full staff that edits their videos and helps them out and stuff. But starting out, you're going to be a one-man show. You're going to be doing your streams, you're going to be doing your content, which is the streams and the recordings, and you're going to be doing the edits and stuff. And as a one-man show, you need to work smarter. So use AI. Use AI to generate your clips, then go through, polish them up, and then you're done. I've done it both ways. I have taken a 2-hour VOD, chopped it up. It's taken me all weekend to edit it and get it look nice and fancy. Then when Opus Clips came out and I gave it a test run, you know, just under 3 hours, I had 35 clips done in about, under 45 minutes. And then I spent another hour cleaning them up and polishing them, putting in emojis, highlighting certain areas. So I'll put those links down below in the description once I'm done with this video. It's a time saver. Then another piece of software you're going to need to get used to and use. And I have to say this, both of these pieces of software are subscription based. So I'm going to get to that section here in a minute. It's called vidIQ. It gives you the hashtags. It will regenerate your titles for your videos and stuff like that. So it is a time saver, and you can just simply add them and they will update your title on your shorts, on the videos. It'll optimize it. So that's another AI. It's taken all the information that has been out on the internet for such a long time that and it has collated it pretty much. So those two pieces of software will save you a lot of time. And the third item, correction, fourth item is your computer equipment. Okay. Startup costs. And this stuff they don't tell you on Twitch tutorials. They really don't tell you in some of these YouTube videos. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay. You're going to need to have a pretty damn decent PC to do this. I'm talking about an Intel i7 or above or equivalent in the AMD market, and you're going to need to get a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Ti or above, because those RTX 4000 cards and above have 4070 above actually have the built-in encoder, which helps out with your streams. Your CPU doesn't get hit as hard for processing stuff. It runs off the GPU. So you got to make an investment in your computer. Your old i5 and below an i7 is just not going to cut it. And like I said, whatever the equivalent is in the AMD market, you're going to need a good PC to do this. Your 7-8-year-old computer is not going to hack it. You might be able to stream, but it's going to look like garbage. So that's an investment. So startup costs, you're going to be looking at $2,000 to $3,000 for a startup cost. Which brings me to another little subsection in this. I know on Twitch they say all you need is a webcam. Well, yes, you can use a webcam, but you're going to need a good webcam. I'm using the Logitech Brio 4K webcam, and I've had to watch a lot of YouTube videos to get it dialed in just right. And I think I have it dialed in just right now. It's taken me a long time. So you need to buy good equipment. You need to have good equipment. A $39 webcam from Walmart's not going to cut it. So people also like the 920 series. I forget what the latest version is, but I guess it does okay because you're going to want to broadcast at a minimum of 1080p with 60 frames per second. Unfortunately, Twitch's infrastructure servers cannot handle anything above that. YouTube, on the other hand, can handle, I believe, up to 4K is the last time I checked. So, like I said, Twitch is for gaming, and if you're gaming, you're going to want to be on Twitch. If you're going to be doing how-tos, how do I fix a car, how do I do this, or game guides and stuff, you're going to want to stream on YouTube. So we've covered the CPU, what you're going to need. We've covered the webcam, the video card. Now, what I'm going to say here is you're going to need a good microphone. Okay. So the Blue Yeti is what I'm using right now. It is about $100 microphone, but you can find them on sale on Amazon for under that. $56 sometimes, $69, depending if you're lucky enough and to catch one of those like 20-minute type of deals on Amazon, which I did. But you're looking at about $100 for a microphone. Decent microphone. The webcam Brio, I believe that's $189 last time I looked on Amazon, but that was a while ago. So as for a PC and the video card, those prices change all the time. So I don't know. Now, what you're going to want to get also is lighting. Okay. Very important. And you're going to want to watch some YouTube videos from photographers, professional studio photographers, to set up your lighting. And what I'm running right now is two Litra Glow lights by Logitech. If I'm looking at my monitor right now, one's on top, right around the 11 o'clock position. And then I have one at the 4 o'clock position, basically off of my right shoulder to help light up the room and light up the space. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time looking good on camera. You're not going to be very clear. And that's taken me a while to figure out. So, and those lights, I think they go for about $60 each. But they will improve your stream like you wouldn't believe. And the sound will help. Also, I was using a gaming headset with a microphone attached to it, and it was getting the job done, just not very well. I switched over to the Blue Yeti, and I could immediately tell that it was a lot better, more clearer. I have more options to adjust the volume, adjust the bass, the treble, the mid-range. So it's important that you invest in your equipment. It's only going to help you. Then two more things in that aspect. For your microphone, you need to get it off the desk. For me, my desk is pretty packed right now. I can't put a full scissor boom microphone arm on it, so I had to go with a low profile boom microphone arm from Fine. Awesome product, very awesome product. It was about $56 also, but it does the job very well. It's really good. Okay. Now, final little section on this one, and I'm sure there's more, is location where you're going to stream. Okay, how's the lighting? Does it have a window? Does the window have blinds? Where's your monitor set up? Where's your computer set up? Is it in a part of the house that's fairly quiet? Does the room have a door on it? Do you have kids? Do you have animals? You know, last thing you really want is to have kids and animals, you know, getting into your equipment and messing around with it. So that's something to consider. Location of where you're going to stream. Then I believe the final 2 points that I'm going to go over is affiliations and sponsors. They ask, oh, should I take an affiliation? Yes, absolutely. Affiliations are great because you earn little commissions just off of having a panel on Twitch, or, you know, doing a quick ad for, you know, Rogue Energy or Opus Clips or vidIQ, and just have the links in your descriptions of your videos, and people are going to check it out. And the links to your account, and you get a little commission off of it. So every little bit helps, which kind of leads into my other statement here. Sponsors. You have to be very, very careful with sponsors. You have to read the details, read the fine print, because, you know, you're going to get your first sponsor and you'll be like, woohoo, I got my first sponsor. This is awesome. And, you know, you might only be making a little bit off of it, but then you're obligated to them to advertise X amount of times and stuff like that. So you have to read the fine print. And sometimes you just might have to say, no, this is not good for my channel. You know, you're going to be taking up a lot of my advertising time and stuff like that. So read the fine print. And that's going to be a decision everybody's going to have to make for themselves. Then number 6, network with other streamers. Network with smaller streamers too. And, you know, jump into their chat and chit chat them up and stuff like that. And, you know, join discords and stuff, talk on Twitter, X now, and make friends. Talk, make friends. You know, ask the streamer how their day's going. Ask them, you know, why they got into streaming and stuff. They love it. I love it when my audience takes an interest in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and like I can tell my story, and vice versa. You develop that community, but it takes time. And like I said, it takes a lot of viewers outside of your friends for people to start chatting with you. I mean, I've been doing this for just under a year and a half, and I have a few consistent people that come in and they chat. And it's just the way it is. And don't sweat it. Don't sweat the numbers. Don't worry about your numbers. Don't worry about your views. Your views are going to be really low for quite a while until you get discovered and until you're in the algorithm. And another thing I can say is it's very important is consistency. Consistency. Scheduling. Try to post at least one YouTube short a day, preferably in the morning, to get yourself into the algorithm and get yourself into the system. That means posting on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, now X, just one a day at least. And that will help you with the algorithm, and you're going to have to use social media to direct people to your channel, whether it's going to be Twitch or YouTube. And I would strongly suggest you only stream to one. So that way you're basically concentrating your traffic to one particular channel. So this is pretty much the nuts and bolts of what it takes to stream. Am I there for full time yet? No. Like I said, I just got monetized maybe 8 weeks ago on maybe a little bit longer than, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. 3 or 4 months ago is when I got monetized on YouTube. And it's taken over a year. So, but consistency is key. And set yourself a schedule and try to stay to it as much as possible, but do not burn yourself out over it, because once you start losing interest in it, then that's going to be it. You're going to be like, oh man, this is taking way too much of my time. And at that point, you're just going to give up. And I will tell you this, you're going to hit the 4 to 6 month mark, and you're going to be like, nothing's happening. I'm not getting views, or my views are very short. My YouTube shorts are not coming up. My videos are not coming up. You know, what am I doing wrong? And you're going to start having a little bit of self-doubt. That's fine. That's normal. Happened to me. And you're thinking about throwing in the towel, but don't. Keep at it. Be consistent. And stick with it. I like streaming video games. I enjoy playing video games. And the important thing is, I never gave up. Don't give up. When you think it's not working out, all of a sudden you'll get a couple of people that will show up and start chatting you up. And you're going to be like, whoa, wow, this is cool, you know? And you will be like on cloud 9 going forward. And the main thing I can say is, don't give up. because the rewards are really good, because I think everybody wants to be their own boss. And the main thing is don't quit. That's the important thing. So that's pretty much my 6 points of streaming. Like I said, it's going to be tough, and make sure everybody's on board with it. You know, if you have a family, because it does take up a lot of your time, and it does take a little bit of a startup cost to get going and to make things sound good and look good. On that note, I am going to go ahead and end this recording, and that is going to be a wrap.